Hi ladies, it's Karen, and I thought I would share my Smashbook update with you. I worked on it a little bit when we were in Sebastian, Florida for a couple of days. The only scrappy thing I brought was my Smashbook, some memorabilia, and a little bit of scrap paper. So as you can see, this book is getting quite chunky. I mean, the band still fits around it, but I don't know what I'm going to do because it's getting so chunky, but I just love it though. So this is what I've done. Obviously I didn't work the inside yet. I added something, y'all have seen all this. I did add a movie ticket here because it shows that we went to the movies on Christmas Day 2006. That's been a tradition of mine and Joe's. So when I found that ticket, I added it there. You've seen all these. And I don't think I added anything there or there or there. So this is the next page that I completed. And this is like memorabilia from the Florida Oceanographic Society from Hutchinson Island. And this place is just, you know, minutes from my house, maybe 10 minutes from my house. And we've been there several times, but this time that we went, my sister was visiting from California at the same time that my other sister was visiting from Connecticut, and my brother lives here. So it was a big deal because there's 6 of us kids, and it's not too often when 4 of us are together at the same time in the same place. So I made a little pocket here using this paper. I used some felt kind of sticky things, and a lot of the felt things are these that I received from Debbie Stipp. She's Debbie Stipp on YouTube. She had sent me these in a rack all the way from the Netherlands, so thank you, Debbie. And these are perfect for in my Smashbook. So I just used a quick punch here. This is a scrap of paper I had that already had the butterflies punched out. So I, you know, just included the negatives right there with the butterflies. I thought that was cool. And I used my washi tape to adhere this here. And there's just a couple of tags in here that talks about how cool the day was. This here is one of these, and it's one of those Smashbook accessories, and you adhere it, you know, you just kind of clip it into the rings right here, and then they open up a little bit. This is how I use it. There really is no instructions with this, but this is how I did it. And then, let me show you. This is how I did it. You know, these ends here clip here and here, and then the middle opens up. And what I did was I adhered my glue in there and then put my, what do you call that? You know, the thing from the show, the playbill from the show inside, and that way it becomes its own page. I'm not sure if I did it right because it looks like this right here might be adhesive. Like if I pull this back, there might be adhesive. But at any rate, that's how I did it, and it worked fine. So this is the playbill for when my sisters were visiting. We went to the local theater and saw a local production of Tommy the musical. So I put it in this little thing, and it became its own page, and I can still turn the page of the playbill like that, so that keeps it real nice. I used one of the pockets that I believe Lydia had sent me. This is one of the little advertisements you get with your ticket. This is my ticket. There's the calendar pocket, and in the pocket I just have another one of those, and I made another tag. I made another tag out of the packaging from one of the pockets. And obviously I haven't done my journaling yet, but I did add some ribbon. And so there's that. And then these are tickets. I haven't put these in the book yet, but these are tickets from a show that Joe and I saw back in 2007. I had won these tickets off of the radio station, and they were for the Jupiter Theater. So I did a little bit of journaling about the show and about my winning, and here are the tickets, and I'll probably put these on a separate page, but I didn't want to lose them, so I stuck them in here with this memorabilia. This is another like creative type page. I adhered this flower that Wanda, she's Boxy Bell on YouTube, had sent me, this tissue paper flower. I just love it. And so I wanted to include it in my Smash book, and I just wrote, handmade, by Wanda Boxy Bell, and that it was included in a rack. I wrote that all around there. This is a piece of a demo. When I went to the expo with Lucy in West Palm, there was a demo on glitter, and they let us keep a sheet of it, so I never used it in a project, so I put it here. This is a tag that I had made years and years and years ago, and it's been on my Xyron, the sticker maker paper for the longest time. So I finally used it here. It says, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." And I'm not sure, but I think Helen Keller, that's a quote from Helen Keller. This is an envelope from my rack from Stephanie. She's Vintage Paper Girl on YouTube. And I put the card that she had given me and the sweet note that she'd given me in here. There's also a sweet note that Marcia had given me when we were at the expo. So I kept that in there. So I'm going to keep, personal notes from racks and stuff in here in this envelope, and I just adhered it with my washi tape, and it says sweet notes. I used another one of those felt butterflies, and I made this a pocket, and this is just a bingo, I stamped it out with a bingo stamp. I think it's a Bo Bunny bingo stamp that I had, and I just stuck it in there. So that's that page so far. And then I showed you this one. This was from Mother's Day and Mother's Day card and stuff like that. I believe I shared this with you. And then I skipped a page because, and I didn't mean to skip this page. And then over here I have, see how thick it's getting? Over here I have, this is a piece of a blankie from my son Logan when he was little. See how cute. And this is his blankie right here. And I still have a big scrap of this blankie, in my memory box. But I took off a piece of it so I can keep it in here. And I still have to do some journaling to tell the story of the blankie. But so that's that. And I think that's all I've done so far. Yeah. So that's it. Just a quick update of my Smash book. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this gives you some ideas and inspiration to start your own Smash book, because I'm having the best time with this thing. I just wish that these rings were expandable. That would have been a good idea if they made these rings expandable, because my book is just getting too thick, and I can see it's going to be a problem. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.